So yeah, I I self-analyze myself a lot, and there are some good things and bad things about all that. Good thing is I can, I guess, be creative. Probably it helps in songwriting. Um, and bad is maybe I'm not the right guy to analyze myself, or nobody is to analyze themselves because I'm biased to myself. Right, and I would want to see in myself what I want to see at that time. So probably it's really stupid, but I really can't help it. It's like a habit, I guess. No. So yeah, what I have figured about my psyche is what I'm gonna talk about today. Um, what I have figured out about myself. Okay, the first and foremost is I am reclusive, shy. So I won't say I'm an introvert. I would say I'm shy because I googled introvert. You should too. I don't think anybody really knows what that means. It means a person who's shy and reticent. Now, here's the pronunciation.
Reticent.
Yeah, okay. So this word means that a guy who doesn't reveal his thoughts or feeling readily, right? But I find myself like whenever I know someone, like just a day or two, I reveal everything, every fucking thing, and I shouldn't. So, but I'm shy. I'm uncomfortable around new people. But I get very comfortable with someone I know for like a day or two. So yeah. And another thing I've realized about myself is I constantly need love from someone who has told me that they like me, or I kind of get the vibe that they do like me because they talk to me, they laugh with me and stuff. But I constantly need that reassurance. And that's very sickening. Even for them and for me, I can't be still if I'm not getting that. Like for example, my couple of cousins came mm, in my hometown. One sister and brother. So I was having a great time with both of them, and I asked them to come with me for shoe shopping. And the sister sat not with me, but her like her real brother. And I found myself getting depressed because of that. Now I realize how fucking sickening that is, how fucking stupid that is. But I did. What can I do? I don't know why I'm like that, but I realize that I am. That because at the end of the day, I was really like, I was bummed, and I realized that's the only thing that bummed me out. So yeah, and I like to be center of attention. Yeah, that's also I realized. It could be because my parents, I think they gave me too much freedom as a kid. They gave me way too much freedom and not really getting into my life that much, and that created a whole lot of drawbacks. And maybe, and my dad is of a nature that he doesn't really want to intrude in anybody's life, including his child. I guess, but that's the way it was. And it's still. So yeah, that freedom, I guess, had a lot to fuck with me, I guess, my whole life, because by doing so as a kid I could do anything I wanted. It was great as a kid. I could say, I could abuse anybody, anything. I could treat people anyway, and there were no repercussions. So that carried on. As I grew older, I became so much more impatient with people. I couldn't stand that. But by forcing myself to live in this real world, fortunately, I've changed a lot. I think I've become so much more patient. But back then, or like 2 years ago even, I was so fucking impatient, so self-centered. Like it has to be my way, because that's how it was. And if I wasn't so self-analytical or self-critical, I would have never come out of that. So that's probably a good thing of being that way. If I get a friend or someone who I can just who loves me, right, who I can just talk to, maybe if I get that, that will fix me. And I did get that, and it didn't do anything. The constant reassurance and all that was still there. Yeah. So if and another thing is that if I feel like if I feel like nobody loves me, then even if someone does show affection, I turn it into something mean, um, in a very bizarre way. So I've realized there is no winning with me at all. Like for example, if I'm feeling really shitty about myself and I feel like nobody fucking cares about me, and then my mom shows up and she asks me about my doctor or whatever, I just turn that into, oh, she's asking me that because she can see how miserable I am and she's feeling just bad for me, and that's why she's asking me that. She doesn't really care about me. Now, this is one of the example, and there are like hundreds of them where I do this to myself. Again, I was watching Chester's interview of Linkin Park. He was saying like, this mind, I should not go alone in there. This bad place for me. I should not walk there alone because I don't say good things to myself, and I can totally relate. Okay, so I want to end this by saying what I've learned from all this is that these are all habits that I've created for myself, like talking down to me. This is not me. This is just the habit that I have developed, is what I have realized, and I can easily change that habit because I had 6 months or a year ago. I had a grip on this thing, but I just let go of it. So yeah, it's all about the habit that I have realized. So if you meditate, or focus, meditate would increase your focus, and focus on not carrying these habits, just getting rid of them, just thinking of something else other than that, and making that a new habit. And when you do that, it changes you, um, because it changed me, and I know it did. But I don't have it now. I'm in shitty place right now, but I'll get there. I have to just work on it. I have to meditate, and yeah, do all that jazz. And yeah, again, and what I want to feel, Jesus, what I want to feel at a point, at that point of time, what my mind thinks, I will make that happen. I don't know how to say English. I don't know how to speak English. I don't know. That's the real truth here.